Well, my name is Robert Adams. I'm from 360 Logic, and what I'm going to do today is this. I'm going to give you a little video, and it's basically after you've got our free website audit report. So you went to our website, you enter in the domain that you want to do the audit on. It automatically gets sent to your email inbox, and you open it up and you look at the results. Um, so this is a little video of what you're looking at, a little bit of an explanation. So I will share my screen real quick. Share screen. Yep. There we go. Okay, so now you should see my screen. So basically what I have here is I just pulled up a local website. This looks like a yoga studio website. It's actually local to me, and it's called Blonde Studio, and this is not a client of mine, and I'll probably send them and this video as well as their free website audit after I'm done, and to see if it provides some value to them, which it will. I know it will. So this is just a general website, and so what I've done is I went ahead and looked at some of the common stuff that I look for when I'm reviewing a website. I look at um, make sure they're on Instagram. Looks like they're Instagram, Facebook. This looks like Yelp, Gainesville Studio, Yelp. So they're paying for Yelp services to um, be updated. And it's pretty simple. Simple is good website. And so what I would do now is and this is the same information that they'll get in the report. So I'll go ahead and run it. And after I run it, these are the results that I'll get. And so basically the report that you'll see will be a little bit simpler version of this. This tool that I have, it goes into a lot more details. It gets down in the dirt. And it's the tool that I'm using is paid for. But the report, of course, is free, and it doesn't provide as many fixes and updates and all the good information as this provides, but um, it lets you know what's out there and what you can take quick action on for results. So on this screen, we have it says total score 80%. It crawled 16 pages, so this website has 16 pages. And a lot of people really don't know how many pages they have. And the reason why, I mean, you'll see like a home and about us, you could see a portfolio, a contact us page, and maybe one or two more, depending on the website, but you don't see all the other pages. And sometimes this is actually can bring down your score on search engines, because it's if you have a website which has a page and a page is not SEO friendly, and it's not optimized, basically it's going to affect your site ranking, and of course it's going to affect that page ranking. And it could be sites that if you decided just to use a template, and you forgot to remove a page, or if sometimes when you create a tag for something, it'll create a page specific to that tag, or if you were working on something and you stopped working on it and you left it, or somebody else was working on it for you and they left it and just kind of hid it from view, that could be in there. But anyway, 16 pages. So it says out of 16 pages, this website has one healthy, two broken pages, or two broken items, 12 pages that have issues, and then one redirect, which means that when someone goes to a link, it takes them somewhere else. And then, of course, or not of course, but 0 that are blocked. So it also says that, so within that, there's 15 errors, there's 34 warnings, and there's 9 notices. And these are color coded. So of course, 15 errors is the worst. Warnings are orange. So that's, you know, it could be things that are impacting your performance, like page load speeds, definitely. Um, could be JavaScript, could be, and I'll go into them real quickly, show you a few of these that are on here, but it could be like a JavaScript could be something that's opening a pop-up or a button or something that's happening, a video that's starting that's happening. That the code to make that happen is at the top, um, and if it's and it could be at the bottom, like if it's not like what you see when a page loads right off the bat, then you can move it to the bottom, um, and it's not going to impact the first um, view, what's first viewed, the first that top above the fold. Also, if it's multiple, you have multiple JavaScripts that are referring to the same thing, then you can reduce those because it's referring to the same thing. Um, and also you can use, in some cases, you can use Java minification, which means instead of when it's being crawled, instead of it having to read or load it, instead of it having to read a really long script to take an action, it can read a real small script to take the same action and load a lot faster. Um, so moving on to this real quick. So 15 errors. So the top issues for this one has 2 pages returned, 4XX, which 401, 405, status code. So the 4XX in this case is going to say that it has, okay, so 2 of the links that are on the homepage are broken links. So sometimes, those things happen. They're out there, either you change the page or the URL was typed incorrectly, the address, was typed correctly into the button or whatever. So this identifies that 2 are in there. They're not working. That means when a customer goes to them, they'll go to a 401 or some kind of error page. And normally, if someone gets an error page, they'll just leave your website, and we don't want that to happen. So if we go back, it also says 2 internal links are broken. I think that's the same links that we just talked about. Nope, different links. So the links, balanstudio.com, what we do before D. Okay, that's broken. And then on another one on the home page, looks like the same links, but they're broken. So let's go back. Incorrect pages. So incorrect pages are listed in the sitemap. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Sitemap is when Google or the search engine crawls your site. That's what tells them which pages go where. That's what tells them, okay, if you go to the home page can go to the contact us page. And then the contact us page should be able to take you back to the home page, for an example. So if we go into warnings, okay, warnings right at the top. Over here it also shows send to Trello, which I have an application called Trello. It's basically where you can send, if you're working on items, you can send it to like a kind of like a Rolodex or like sticky notes, and you can kind of prioritize them and track them and task them and track them. It's a pretty handy little tool if you don't have it already. It's kind of similar to Kanban, if anyone's familiar with that. But anyway, so warnings. 11 pages have JavaScript and CSS total size that is too large. Okay, so that's kind of like what we talked about earlier. We can click on that and go into that, and it'll tell us what it is, where it's at. 11 pages have low text HTML ratios. So basically, they could be search engines refer to that as no content. And of course, it ranks you higher for more content. So these are probably I can click on them right now, and these are probably pages that are majority pictures. Looks like the home page we saw there's pretty low, and that's expected. Pretty low content on the home page. It looks like about the studio owner, the about page has low content on it. And the way to do this is you can have low content because to me there's not to some people there's not a lot to say about me. Um, but if I'm trying to put in a summary a short little paragraph with about me, I might want to add about me, about the company, what we do, how we contribute to the company or to the neighborhood or local or stuff like that, and including like title tags, anchor tag, all that stuff, it will improve on your SEO and get that up. So yeah, so our team pricing, so the majority of the pages schedule, they're just throwing stuff up there that we can, pretty quick fixes to update and will improve their ranking greatly. So if we go back to issues, again, two of the issues return 404 status codes. There you go. A full list of AMP related issues is only available within the business. Okay, so um, this is basically there's more issues that are on there, but because if you have the business plan, which I have, those will be included in there. So um, if we if once we do if they decide that they want my help in doing stuff for them, then we can of course enroll them in this, and they'll have all these options to do more, so we can help them out more. So we covered um, errors, warnings, notices. Let's see what some of the notices are. 7 orphan pages means they don't go anywhere. So if I have a contact us page and that's the end, it didn't route back to the home page, um, like a back button or a link back, then it's called an orphan page. Or if something was just left out there uncreated. One page or more has one H1 tag. H1 tag should be what tells the search engine what that is, what that page is for. Um, that's the number one ranking thing for that page. So if you, for example, if you go to a search, you type in, how to design a website, in a search engine, and so that should be your H1 tag, like your title, how to develop a website, right? A blog post name is an example of an H1 tag. Let's see, one page has only one incoming internal link. Okay, so that's basically saying your orphan pages, right? Your pages aren't routing to each other, which they should. Connect your Google Analytics account. Okay, of course you want to see analytics and know how people are going, where they're not going, what you can improve upon, where to spend your efforts in. I can talk about that more later if you guys need some more information on that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, so basically that's what you got in your free audit for this. Basically, this is a health check for your website. We have more audits that are available: SEO, optimization, analytics, keywords, gaps, performance, all that stuff we have available. And if that's it. So if you have any questions, our number is 877-771-6427. Again, Robert Adams, 360 Logic. Thanks, bye.